All right, first round of this sealed event. I am going to go first. We've got our Is It deck here. Is this a keep is the question. We are on the play. We don't have red. This doesn't do anything. This is way far off, but awesome when we get there. And our mana's pretty good. But we don't really have anything to do until turn 4, and a lot of our red cards are blanks. I think I am just going to mulligan this one. Yeah, this looks better. Much more proactive hand. It doesn't have our bomb in it, but got a lot of draw steps to draw it. So we're just going to go Chainwalker into Lobber Crew and see what we draw. All right. It's acceptable. Hopefully he doesn't play something lame like a Drudge Beetle that we don't want to trade with. I'll see where this thing goes. Centaur's Herald. That's fine. Lobber Crew, go. So this will be interesting. If he plays a land, he's just going to ship the turn back and he's going to leave up his Herald. And we have to decide if we want to trade or not. Normally I would just want to trade for a Centaur token when he's tapped out because we don't want him to start populating those things. Teleportal tends to change that, but I don't know that we're going to win the game with a teleportal of just leave. Are we just going to do it right now? Well, he's certainly offering the trade, isn't he? Oh, that changes things a little bit. Yeah, I am going to offer the trade now. I don't think he's going to take it. Oh, he does. All right, so that's actually pretty good for us. It keeps that thing off the ground, off the board, and because now I just want this game to go as long as possible because of our little buddy here. And he's got a pretty harmless Towering Indrik here. Doesn't really do much in this situation. Even if he bluffs us and attacks into our Lobber Crew, we don't really care. Like, we could even just take it if we felt like it. All right, ship the turn back. Probably will block, though, if he does attack. I'm going to take as little damage as possible, and if he's got something like a Giant Growth, I kind of want to stunt his board development, and also I don't want to give him the opportunity to block Niv Mizzet and have a Giant Growth up. All right, he's going to Stab Wound our Lobber Crew, which should mean he's not attacking here. Oh, he is going to attack. Yeah, okay. You got it. I was going to see if I should try to get one extra damage out of it first, but then it kind of gives him the opportunity to not attack. And if he figures out that he can just leave this thing on it forever, and then I'm going to take a ton of damage. So, all right. Big boy in. Let's see if he survives the turn. Worst case scenario, he arrests it. Okay case scenario, he launches this guy at it. Best case scenario, he just doesn't kill it. And this looks like he launched it. All right, so that sucks. It kind of does suck. Like I would have much rather just had it live, but we are facing a completely empty board here, and we've got draw steps to go. Keenan Apparition, sure. Yeah, it's a good draw. It's actually probably just like the best possible draw. And there is a Mizium Mortars. And yeah, I think I'm okay just shipping it back here. We need to start building up some pressure, but this is going to do obviously a lot of work. Take a couple of hits. from Keening Apparition and then whatever he casts, and then we'll start just getting him. All right, so here's some pressure. And we're going to unleash it. And let's see what he wants to do here. All right, he had no play that turn, which is kind of interesting. He's got 6 mana now. We miss you, buddy. And we did 2 for 1 so that was nice. All right, so he is going to attack us. And do nothing. Hopefully he just takes this damage. He does. All right, sweet. So we just get to keep doing nothing or just trading damage. We obviously are in the business of trading damage here if that's what he wants to do, because we've got 2 huge tempo plays that we can run on him or just completely blow him out. All right, Ethereal Armor. Yeah, sure. That's fine. And he's going to leave that back. So if I tap it down, I hit him for 3. He goes to 9. I teleportal. The turn after that, he takes 4. He goes to 5. And then I can Mortars him, and it's still 2 turns away. Well, let's just draw a card and see what we get first. Yeah. Suppose that makes things a little easier. Although, do I really even want to use it? I think I probably do. Like, he's just doing nothing. He must be short on green mana or something. Maybe I just use the Bluster Squall. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Because this can actually go to his face, and that can take away a full turn from him here. It's got to find a way to kill our... don't think that's actually relevant here. We're just going to go 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's... Perhaps it is relevant, but I think we can still beat it. He's going to hit us down to 11. All right, he didn't attack, so that's going to make our life a lot easier here. Okay, that's sweet too. In fact, don't we just save up now? Let's see here. If I go Goblin Rally, go, I can end step Annihilating Fire him to 6, and then I can teleportal him out. Seems fine. I mean, I can just keep Annihilating Fire up. Right now it's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12. Just as it sits. All right, he sit his second green source. Hopefully he just taps out for something stupid, and then we just kill him. It looks like he's going to battle first. No, that guy can attack. Yeah, he can get in there. He is going to attack with his guy. All right. Allowed. Hopefully he doesn't like Swift Justice it to gain 7 or something. That would be kind of annoying. I'd put him at 16, 13, and then 4, 12. We put him to 1. All right, he did not do that. That was the big finish. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we just got him. All right. Just doing the math. I will be attacking with all of my creatures. Interesting that even one of the best cards in the game, Mtgo Mortars, didn't only kill one guy here. All right. So what changes do we want to make? I sure would like to have Dispel in here. Whenever anybody shows me a launch party, I really want to get the Dispel in there because it's like, man, they throw away a guy and you get to counter that. It's just pretty amazing. I think I'm going to swap out a Teleportal for a Bluster Squall here. His guys are huge. And I think that there's going to be times when I'm just going to need to tempo him out. You know, I kind of forgot about Street Sweeper. I wonder if that should be in the deck as well. It's just a great body to have on the ground. Maybe have that in over the Batterhorn. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm not going to make that change right now. I think I'm just going to leave things like they were otherwise. I got to make one cut, though. I don't want to cut both of these. Maybe I just bring in one Dispel for one Bluster Squall. I think that's okay. Not sure how many answers he has for Niv Mizzet, but he can't have too many. And if we can set up a game where I can get Niv Mizzet down and have Dispel up, I think I'll be in pretty good shape. See what our opener looks like. One lander, decent spells, but no. Another one lander, also not a keeper though. This one's a 2-lander and it's still not very good, but yeah, it's a 5-card hand. What do we expect, right? Okay. We might end up cyclonic rifting away the token. That happens sometimes. I'll probably just offer the trade here as well. We'll see, though. See if he does it on his turn again. That was kind of weird because he could have just blocked and then done it before, but he decided just to run it out. He wanted to make the trade, so it didn't end up mattering, but that's kind of interesting. All right, he's just going to take out our guy right now. That's fair. Go. This is actually pretty good for us. If he plays a 4-drop here, it's kind of annoying. Ugh. Especially that one. All right, this is going to be pretty tough for us to actually beat. Yeah, I don't really know how we're going to come back from this. I mean, I can bounce it or whatever, but like we're way behind now. This card's just extremely powerful. And us missing lands and mulling to 5 means that we're just in a very bad spot. All right, so he's going to sack his guy on his main phase here, and he's going to battle. Sack him. That's one of the ways we could win, but... All right, so I think I'm just going to Cyclonic Rift it here. He can't recast it because he went for this in his main. And it's going to keep that thing off our back for a while. Well, there's a Lobber Crew as well to help stabilize the board from this Centaur. Oh, he F6, but he looks like he's... he definitely F6, though, because it went right to declare attackers where it stops, but then he didn't attack, but made sure that he hit his stops again. He's lucky he had a creature. If he didn't have a creature, it would have gone right through. Yeah, this seems fine. Make a guy. I mean, what are my outs to that card? Not sure exactly. Definitely going to just take a hit from it here. I guess if I ripped like an Annihilating Fire, I could... That doesn't even do it anyway. This thing's a 6/6. God, that thing's insane. Yeah, well, I wasn't getting it anyway, I don't think. I don't want to sacrifice a creature, no. I just want to take 6 damage. That's what I've really only ever wanted, is just take the 6 damage. That was fun. Whoop. Okay, well. It doesn't really get me out of this situation, but it's not an unreasonable rip here. No, unfortunately, I would like to try to hit a land so that I can hit a blue land drop or any land drop here, but I'm not going to tap that thing down on his turn just to get hit by 7 instead. I'm just going to put in a block here. Desecration Demon into Collective Blessing. I see. All right. Well, don't think I'm going to be able to overcome this one, unfortunately. In fact, am I just dead here? No, I guess I go to 11. But Niv Mizzet doesn't do anything here anyway. Draw me an island. All right. I go to 3, and we're dead. Okay. Let's try this again. I think our chances are still fine here, but that's not going to work. Do we want this? Might be able to just kill him with that. I think we'll just rely on this. Let's see. Do we want to sub out this Dispel, though? He showed us a lot of things that weren't dispellable that turn. That game, we didn't see anything from him that game. I could put in a cancel. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I mean, I don't really want to run a cancel in this deck, but I don't think this guy's going to play around it. And since I'm on the play here, if I can get cancel up on turn 4 and get his demon, that would be sweet. Or if I can keep it up to try to keep that Collective Blessing off the table, that would be great too. If I have an aggressive draw, I can just ignore it and just go off to a quick start and then try to protect it with cancel. And if I don't, then I can try to sit back on cancel and get him. I would like to play first. Thank you. Yeah, seems fine. This is a somewhat unexciting but reasonable draw, I think. If we had a 2-drop, that would be sweet too. But Void Wielder should help keep us alive. And then we've got, well, you guys have seen the cards that we have, so having a lot of mana is usually pretty good for that. Starting off with a Dryad Militant. Well, that's very annoying, I will say that. Because it blocks this. Okay, Ethereal Armor. So we're going to take a beating off that thing, but the Steel of Secrets will actually slow it down here because unless he has a follow-up play, he won't really be able to attack me with it. He's got to be able to either kill the Stealer or play a creature. Yeah, he's got Stab Wound and he just instantly goes for it. So we're going to take at least 9 here off of that Dryad Militant. And then we are going to Void Wield it away. And Void Wielder is going to be particularly good against it because it will knock the Ethereal Armor off and basically make it a moot card since it's a 1/4 versus a 2/1. But we did take 9 off of it. He didn't play a Swamp, though, so at least we don't face that down. Scorpion's pretty good, but not amazing. It's going to get in for damage, though. But first, get this guy out of here. Yes, thank you. And then I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to Gorehouse Chainwalker and just leash it so that we can block this Scorpion. We really need this game to go long now. We have essentially no gas in hand, and we have really good stuff to draw, so we just have to be patient as we can be here with our mana and just hope we draw big stuff. Batterhorn's pretty sweet, actually. I don't know that I'd want to trade it with the Scorpion, where I do want to trade the Gorehouse Chainwalker for the Scorpion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he just slams Collective Blessing, we're just kind of dead no matter what. This is awkward. Yeah, I think I'm just going to still use up my mana here, though. If I have to take 2 more from the Scorpion, then I have to take 2 more from the Scorpion, but I don't want to get stuck next turn not being able to cast this plus whatever else I have. So let's see if he's got double green and a white, so he needs any color of mana if he has his Collective Blessing in hand. Or he could hit green and black for his Desecration Demon. That's kind of scary. But we don't have much action here. 4 spells is not going to be quite enough here against his pretty quick start, so we do need to get the ball moving, rolling here. All right, so just this. All right, so I guess he's got... What does he have? Giant Growth or something? Okay. I will trade off then. If I'm going to get to trade one or the other, then, or for both of them, then that's a little bit better. He's got Chorus of Might. Okay, so I did get to do the trade there, and I do still have a live block here, but unfortunately we've drawn yet another land. And actually our block isn't live at all because he's just going to scavenge. But if he uses his turn scavenging, then I'm actually just pretty happy about that. And that's exactly what he's going to do. So he's going to hit us for 4 here, which is pretty good, but any creature we draw should be able to double block this thing and kill it. And if we draw something sweet, you know, like an Annihilating Fire or a Mizzium Mortars or anything along those lines, or a bounce, you know, a Cyclonic Rift, anything that can get this thing out of the way, then we'll be fairly stable, I think. He still hasn't hit double black yet, so we have that to worry about, but... Right, he still has... you can see that the Scorpion is missing from his yard. There it goes. So he has successfully done this, and we have to unfortunately just take this hit to put us down to a lowly 5 as we draw yet another land. I will not attack here. I don't think we're going to block, though. Maybe we will. I guess we are dead to, like, any pump spell. Right, he's going to Mind Rot us. Sure, you got it, buddy. This is actually a tough decision. Going to 1 is, like, pretty bad here. But if I can draw any creature, but I think any creature I have actually blocks this anyway, so I'm just going to do this. We have so many sweet draws. You know, this is actually kind of one of them, at least potentially. Chaos Imps means that we're not quite dead, but we also just can't cast it. So, yeah, we're in a really bad spot here. We're going to be at 1. If he casts any creature after this, we're just dead for the most part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay. He could have Launch Party and just kill us. Boo. He's thinking. I'm just going to play my land. All right. Well, he didn't have Launch Party, so that's the good news. He does have lethal now, though, so we are forced to draw something, and we did. Although it's not a great something, but it should hold him back. I don't think he really has any attacks here. Oh, man, this is really, really close. Okay. Elmer resolves. Shred Free. Oh, man, we're just drawing like the bottom end of our deck here, but I have to say we are still hanging in there. We get a chump block on the Axebane Stag. And then we have... What did he do? Oh, he had Ultimate Price. All right, so we're just dead. Ugh. All right. Well, that wasn't that was a particularly unsatisfying way to lose, I will say. But we're still battling. It's a daily, so we've got a few more rounds to go here. So let's check out what we do in the second round.